Hello, and a very warm welcome to all our parents whose children will be going into Year 11 this term. Having supported your child through Year 10 as their head of year, I'm looking forward to watching them develop even further during Year 11. As your child enters this crucial year, I wanted to take a few minutes to share some key information and to outline how we can work together to ensure they have the best possible year. As we move from Year 10 into Year 11, form groupings will stay the same. We have 2 changes to form tutors, as communicated to you last term. Mrs. Rowe will be taking over from Mr. Morehouse with 11.3, and Mrs. Swallow will be taking over from Mr. Hutchinson with 11.4. As always, the form tutor is your first port of call if you have a query or concern, although you are also very welcome to get in touch with me, either by email or a phone call. Any absence from school should be communicated via the usual absence email address, although copying the form tutor and/or myself into the email is often useful. Do include a reason for the absence in the email. On the point of absence, one of the biggest factors in student success, one we can't emphasise enough, is attendance and punctuality. Quite simply, if students aren't in school, they're missing learning. Every lesson counts, especially in Year 11. Even being 10 minutes late a few times a week can lead to hours of lost learning over the course of a term. So, we ask for your continued support in ensuring your child attends every day, arrives on time and is ready to learn. We understand that sometimes absence is unavoidable, but wherever possible, please help us to keep it to a minimum. While students become increasingly independent as they move into Year 11 and will make their own arrangements to get home from school, can I remind parents that if you're making use of our late waiting service, students must sign in directly after the end of the school day and remain in the designated room. They are not permitted to wander around school or the school grounds. By now, all students and parents should be aware of our school rules, especially those around uniform and appearance, but I thought it would be useful to remind you of a few key points so that you can support us to ensure the interactions we have with the students are positive. We expect blazers to be worn at all times around school, and shirts and blouses should be tucked in. Skirts should be knee length. If there has been a growth spurt, then the skirt will need to be replaced by our new culottes or school blazer navy trousers. Shoes and socks should be black and without logos. Tracksuit bottoms must be worn with PE kit if in the main school buildings. No visible jewellery should be worn apart from a plain stud in each earlobe. Students will be asked to remove any other earrings, even if they have only recently been pierced. Makeup is not permitted and students may be asked to remove it if it's noticeable. Smartwatches are not allowed, and mobile phones should be switched off and put in lockers as soon as students arrive in school, regardless of their time of arrival. And finally, chewing gum is not allowed in school at any time. We were impressed with the way the students conducted themselves during the examinations last term, and I hope they've had time to reflect on the outcome of these over the summer so that they are ready to learn this term. Our mock exams will take place in January, directly after the Christmas break, and they are a vital checkpoint. As with Year 10 exams, mocks aren't just about grades. They're about identifying strengths and areas that need more attention, understanding how to manage time in exams, and experiencing what the real thing will feel like. The format of the examination period is the same as for the Year 10 exams, and students will have study leave. We encourage students to treat the mocks seriously. They're a practice run, yes, but they also give us and you a very clear picture of where your child is academically and emotionally ahead of the summer exams. The Year 11 Learning Review for teachers, parents and students takes place directly after the mock examination period. As students begin to prepare for both mocks and GCSEs, revision becomes a key focus. And the good news is, revision doesn't have to mean long, exhausting hours every evening. In fact, one of the most effective ways to revise is little and often. Short, focused sessions, maybe 20 to 30 minutes at a time, done regularly, are far more powerful than cramming the night before. We'll be teaching students how to use techniques like flashcards, practice questions, and retrieval practice to help information stick. Much of this will take place during their Truly Educated lessons, although subject staff will be addressing these areas in their lessons too. Many departments also run lunchtime clinics, and the timings of these will be communicated to the students in due course. At home, you can support by helping them create a simple revision timetable, encouraging them to have short breaks and giving them a quiet space to work where possible. I've mentioned Truly Educated lessons. These replace the Genius Hour lessons in Year 10. As well as focusing on study skills, we devote the first half of the autumn term to careers. We guide students through a range of post-16 options, helping them understand different career pathways. These sessions are designed to build awareness, develop decision-making skills, and prepare students for life beyond GCSEs with confidence and clarity. Students are also invited to make one-to-one appointments with me to discuss their future plans. Our sixth form information evening takes place in November, and this will give you and your child an opportunity to explore what Derby High has to offer beyond GCSEs. We're incredibly proud of our Year 11 students and the way they've grown so far, and we know there's even more potential to unlock this year. But we can't do it alone. Your support, encouragement and involvement makes a huge difference. If you ever have concerns or questions, whether it's about workload, well-being or anything else, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We're here to support your child academically and emotionally through this journey. We have a Key Stage 4 breakfast for parents on Thursday the 11th of September in the refectory, and this will be an opportunity for parents to ask questions to members of the senior leadership team or to me about life in Year 11. A high post will be sent out in due course with further details, and we're looking forward to seeing lots of parents there. Year 11 is a big year. It's the final chapter before GCSEs, and it's a year that can shape a young person's future path. But it doesn't need to be overwhelming. With the right habits, the right support and a consistent approach, your child can absolutely succeed.
Hello, I'm Adam Maddox, the Deputy Head Academic, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the options process and mock exams. In the autumn term, there'll be an options evening looking at sixth form choices. This will be a good chance to get to speak to all the staff about and start thinking about what you would like to do for A-levels. Straight after Christmas, we will have mock exams. This will be run in a similar way to how the exams at the end of Year 10 were run, and it will give you a really good indication about where you're at this point. Following this, there'll be a learning review meeting where staff will be able to talk through how you did in your mock exams and what steps to do in order to get the best grade in the summer. Following this, we'll then ask for your A-level options choices when you've got the information about how well you have done.
Hi, I'm Claire Bellman, Designated Safeguarding Lead. Safeguarding is central to everything we do here at Derby High, and it's really important that you know you can come to us with any concerns you might have. Keeping children safe in education makes it very clear that we have to approach safeguarding with the attitude of it probably could happen here. And that means that you need to be aware that your child is vulnerable to various risks, especially online nowadays, and that it's really important that you're educating yourself on those things. And we're here to support you with that. So we do offer internal support systems for your child, but we also refer to external agencies where that's necessary. And that's really important that you feel that there is a support network around you. So if you've got any worries at all, do come directly to us and we'll see what we can do to help. I want to talk to you a little bit about the increasing risks that may be facing your child as they enter Key Stage 4. As your child gets older, more and more risks will be coming their way, both online and in real life. In real life, of course, the peer pressure to drink, to vape, to perhaps experiment with harmful substances. And online, those really challenging issues of algorithms where your child, even if they're not searching for harmful content, they may well come across it. So things like porn, which is often violent, things like sexting, things like nude images, apps that nudify photos, Snapchat in particular can be very harmful with those images that disappear, online bullying, all of those things are going to be around your child if they are online, even if they're not looking for them. So we really do encourage you to keep up to date with what's happening in the world of online safety. And to support you with that, we do have Safeguarding Corner in the High Notes every week, and we also run a weekly podcast. It's only 2 minutes long because we know you're really busy, but do please find that 2 minutes and then you can be sure that you've heard all of the up-to-date information that you need. We'll also share some useful links to good safeguarding websites, but also on things like how to set privacy settings, how to set parental controls, for if you want some help with that. I can't wait to see you all again in the new year. Have a lovely summer.